What is up, guys? Savage Boy 23 back with another video. Today I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap and my NBA day-to-day predictions. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and please watch more of my videos. Please and thank you, and comment down below what your guys' favorite team is and what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. Alright, so other than that, let's get into these NBA recaps and NBA news. Really quick before we do move on, I'm going to show you guys a very good product, and I recommend you guys go ahead and go get this. If you guys do type in the code SAVAGE, you guys will go ahead and get 20% off anything and everything that you guys do see in here. Alright, so as you guys can see in the background, you guys do see the two controller stands and you guys see a mic stand. You guys can go ahead and get this. If you guys do type in the code again, SAVAGE, you guys go ahead and get 20% off. You guys can go ahead and get different colors, and yeah, mine is red. You guys can go ahead and get any color you guys want. And if you guys do see anything else in there that you guys want, go ahead and you guys can go ahead and get it. If you guys do go, if you guys saw like the little box, like the box that I showed you guys like in my other videos, if you guys get like that box, like the gold one, if you guys get two of those, like two of them next to each other, there's like a little magnet that connect, and you guys can basically move them from one side to another. So it's like a little connecting. I have one. I have, I think, 2 or 3, but I mainly use one. But if you guys go ahead and get 2, you guys can like connect it. It's like a little magnet. So yeah. But yeah, if you guys do type in the code SAVAGE, go ahead and get 20% off. Alright, anything and everything that you guys do see. We are going to move on for the games today. Before I made my basketball content, I made NFL prediction recap, so go ahead and watch that video too. And yeah, let's go ahead and make these NBA predictions too. Now, there is, I would say, quite decent games today. So yeah, some teams are coming off back-to-back. So yeah. Really quick before we do move on, I want to say this loud and clear to everybody. The MVP list has came out. Now, I don't know if these are accurate or if these are just in the past. So I'm just going to go ahead and sit here. I'm going to sit here and tell you guys every one player that deserves it. And you guys go ahead and tell me in the comments, do you think they should deserve it or not? Alright, now here we go. Moving over to the Western Conference, as I said before, I'm going to say it again. He deserves it all around because he's a great player, great star, and I want to sit here and say this loud and clear to everybody. I don't think there's going to be another player that plays like him, and he's going to be a star, and he's going to push his team all the way to the finals and get a championship out there. Starting the Western Conference, Shai, he deserves it all around. He's the MVP list. People are talking about him, and I think strongly agree. He deserves it, and I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. He deserves it 100%. So, yeah. Shai's number 1. Alright, staying in the Western Conference, number 2, Nikola Jokic. As I mentioned before, he's always in the MVP talk every single year, every single season. There's no question about it. There's no way around it. He keeps putting up MVP numbers, MVP stats, and it's just crazy to me how people don't think he's a great player. So Nikola Jokic is number 2. So, yeah. Now we're moving over to the Eastern Conference. He's number 3. He plays for the New York Knicks. Karl-Anthony Towns. Honestly, this one did shock me a lot. I did not expect him to be in this MVP talk, but he's doing out there. What he's doing out there is amazing. As I mentioned before, every time you go to the Knicks, you just ball out like a New York Knicks player, and that's what he's doing. So Karl-Anthony Towns is number 3 on that list. We're moving over to the Western Conference. San Antonio Spurs, you have Victor at number 4. To be honest with you, I don't think he should be number 4. I think he should be in the MVP talk, but I just don't think he should be number 4. I'm not shocked about this one, but at the end of the day, the NBA should probably move Victor in a lower spot than these other players that I'm about to talk about. So, yeah. Going to number 5 in the Eastern Conference, plays for the Milwaukee Bucks, and he's playing like an amazing star, Giannis Antetokounmpo. To be honest with you, he won the NBA Cup. He's doing everything he can to pull his team to a finals, and with Dame Iguodala's help, this team can go far, but Giannis has to be that aggressor on that court and be the MVP player. So he's number 5. Honestly, if I were the NBA and if I was making the MVP list, I would probably switch 4 and 5 around. So, yeah. We're moving down though. This one should move too. Going to the Eastern Conference, you have this amazing player, you have this amazing star, and I'm surprised people still don't give him recognition. But hey, he won a championship, and I don't care what anybody says. You got something achieved, right? You got Jason Tatum, my bad, on the Boston Celtics. People are just not giving him recognition, and he's in this MVP talk. So, hey, at the end of the day, people can, make fun of him, laugh at him all they want, but in reality, he's going to take the last W at the end of the day. He's going to take the last he's going to take the last laugh at the end of the day to these fans. Alright, moving over to the Eastern Conference, you have this player playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's balling out. Cavs are balling out. They're still number 1 in the West, or East, my bad, East. They're number 1 in the East. They're still balling out. You got Jared Allen playing like an all-star, playing like an MVP, and what he's doing out there for the Cleveland Cavaliers is amazing, and I do think he needs to put his vote in there. He needs to be talked about more often than Giannis, Tatum, and all these other players, because I feel like Jared Allen and the Cavs, they don't get that many recognitions. So I'm happy that Jared Allen's on this list, so there you go. Alright, next one is, honestly, this team's not doing good in the West. They have been up and down, mainly down. They did fire their head coach, the Sacramento Kings, Giannis Sabonis, in the MVP talk. As I mentioned before, as I mentioned in the past, the Kings right now are kind of struggling, but hey, they're going to try to manage through it and try to go around it. They did get their losing streak broken, I think last night or the day after, against a very good, interesting team, or a very good team. So yeah, Giannis Sabonis is on that list of MVP list or MVP talk. So yeah, this team right here, staying in the Western Conference, this player, to be honest with you, they are down. They have not been talked about. I feel like every time this team gets talked about, they always want to throw in trades or they want to bring a star in or move a star out. And in reality, this team is not good. This team has been not talked about since the season started, and I make fun of them a lot. Everybody knows who it is. His name is Kevin Durant on the Phoenix Suns. To be honest with you, I have not heard that many spectacular news about Kevin Durant this season. I don't know what he's doing out there in Phoenix, Arizona, but in reality, I don't think he should be in this talk of MVP. I don't care what anybody says. I think somebody else should take his spot in the MVP list. So, yeah. Alright, going to the Western Conference, staying in the Western Conference. Right now, they just lost to a team just a few weeks ago. They are having a miserable season. They are not good. Their fan base is annoying, and especially this player is annoying, and everybody thinks he's the greatest player all time, but in reality, he is nowhere near the greatest player all time. You have the crybaby as the MVP list. I am not saying his name. Every time I say his name, I feel sick to my stomach. You have the crybaby and the MVP list. Honestly, let me say this loud and clear to everybody. He never wins. Never. So I'm surprised he's on this list too, but in reality, I should not be, because he's always on this list and he never loses, or he never wins. So, yeah, in reality, the NBA needs to change their MVP list. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys the names and what teams they are real quick. Alright, number 1, you got Shea Western Conference Thunder. Number 2, staying in the Western Conference, you got Nikola Jokic. Number 3, you have Karl Anthony Towns in the Eastern Conference. Number 4, going to the Western Conference, you got Victor in the Spurs. Going back to the Eastern Conference, you got Giannis in the Bucks. You got number 6, you got Jason Tatum as the Boston Celtics. And staying in the East, you got Cleveland Cavaliers, Jared Allen, Cleveland Cavaliers. And then going to the Western Conference, you got Sacramento Kings, Domantas Sabonis. And then going to the Western Conference, number 9, you got Kevin Durant. And number 10, Los Angeles Lakers, the crybaby. Now everybody knows what I mean by that. But anyways, guys, that is the MVP list. This season, this year, hopefully this is updated and hopefully that is brand new. But yeah. Anyways, guys, let's move on to the games real quick. So real quick, I'm going to give you guys my NBA recap and then we're going to move on. So yesterday I watched the Pacers game and I didn't watch the whole game because that game did not look interesting to me. The Cavs were just dominating at that point. I know what people might say, the Cavs were kind of mainly trying to go up and down with them, yes. But in reality, the Cavs were struggling. I mean, to be honest, they were struggling. I meant to say they were struggling against the Pacers. When in reality, the Pacers are that type of team that will lose a lot of games. They didn't have Tyrese Wack in this game. He was out for an injury. Okay? And one of the star players on the Pacers got into an altercation with the female ref. Bumped shoulder to shoulder. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say this loud and clear, and I'll talk about it more often tomorrow, which in reality, I should be talking about it today, but I want to make this video short and simple for you guys. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. There should be no need for you to go out here and throw all your emotion onto a ref. Now, I don't care if I don't care if that was a female or a male. I don't care what it is. You are playing basketball, and you threw a technical out. Not 1, but 2, and you got tossed out the game. You're a grown man throwing your anger issues onto a female ref. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. The NBA has been crazy this year. This season, every other year, it is crazy in the NBA. The altercation against Joel Embiid and the reporter. Los Angeles Lakers star Jackson Hayes with that video. Just now, or last night, or yesterday, Indiana Pacers star bumped shoulders with the female ref. Got technicaled. Now, to be honest with you, people might ask, what do you think he should get? Honestly, I think he should pay a fine, and I think he should be suspended for 3 to 2 games at least. Is the NBA going to do that? Probably not. You know, the funny thing about these NBA players and sports players, I want to say this loud and clear to everybody. And I love the NBA, I love the NFL, but sometimes people really don't get their emotion out in the NFL or the NBA. As a fan, not a player, as a fan. And I want to say this loud and clear to everybody. You NBA players, you NFL players are pathetic. Like, you guys are strongly pathetic. You're out there playing each quarter, each half, and all of a sudden you throw your emotions out and you do something that you should not be doing. Anthony Edwards got fined this season. The NBA is really on Anthony Edwards. The NBA is basically saying if Ant-Man does something, we're going to give him a fine. They're basically saying we should suspend it at this point. Now, I'll talk about more him tomorrow too, but in reality, the NBA and the NFL is pathetic. If you don't know how to handle these players' emotions, then maybe they should not play a game. And that's okay for us as fans. I know people might say, you would rather not have these players play and just suspend them for a game here or there? Yes. Yes. Because in reality, your team is not going to play a game. You're not going to play. Your team is not going to play. They're all going to blame you. It's a team effort, right? Well, a suspension has to be a team effort. And it irritates me because these teams go out here, play every single night, every single day. They have fun. They play great. And then all of a sudden, one little scene, all of a sudden it becomes more than a scene. It becomes embarrassed, basically. And it's amazing to me how these players go out here, play every single time, and they are just fed up with the NBA or NFL. And to be honest with you, and again, I'm a huge basketball fan. I'm a huge NFL fan. But these players are pathetic. They really are. And you can't sit here and say they're not. You're really gonna tell me that you're really gonna tell me that a player should not bump a female's shoulder, all because of a dunk that he was doing? He was holding on to the rim. You're gonna sit here and tell me that he wasn't holding on the rim? If you sit here and tell me that he's not holding on the rim, then you are clearly not watching that game. You clearly don't know what game I'm talking about. Last night, Pacers Cavs in Indiana. No Tyrese Halliburton. And the Cavs managed to get the win. So, NBA players, before I move on, you guys are pathetic. Stop embarrassing yourself. Just stop. Because I'm tired of talking about you guys. And I know what people are going to say. If you don't want to talk about them, don't talk about them. Well, I am the NBA news and NFL news, so I got to go ahead and just bring everything out. So yeah, all I want to say is you guys are pathetic. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't do nothing that you should not be doing. In reality, do I think he's going to be suspended? Yeah, I don't think he will, but he should. Do I think he's going to be fined? I think he will. If he was a Laker, he would not be suspended. He would just get, they will put it on the low. They will not care about it. Look what they're doing to Jackson Hayes. Hasn't been suspended. Haven't heard any news on him. And I don't know if he even will be suspended. So, yeah, that's the fun fact about being in LA. You don't get in trouble for anything. But if you play against the Lakers, you're gonna get in trouble. So that's how it works in the NBA, right? And I hate that so much. Every team should get in trouble. Every fan, every player should get in trouble. Every single one. I don't care if you're Lakers or you're a Celtics, you're a Pelicans. I don't care where you are or what you do as a player. You need to get in trouble for what you're doing. And it irritates me. It really does. And I'm never going to stop talking about that Jackson Hayes until he actually does get in trouble. And I know people are going to say he's probably never going to get in trouble. Then so be it. Then the NBA, that's in the NBA's hand. That is in Adam Silver's hands. That's not mine. That's Adam Silver's hands. He needs to be in trouble for that. Not me. I'm just talking about what he should be in trouble for. But hey, the NBA wants to do what they want to do. So, yeah, and that's the hard life about it. So, yeah. Anyways, let's move on to these games. We got some great games today. Really quick before we do move on, I want to give out some shout-outs from yesterday. I almost forgot about that. Ant-Man still threw a little fit on the court, but hey, he still does what he does, you know? But yeah. First off, Phoenix Buns. How was that game last night against the Hawks? And I think it was somewhere in the first half. My bad. First half. Who let Ice Tray wide open like a door? If I'm correct, he shot at the logo at the Hawks, right? The logo of the Hawks. This man shot a three-pointer. Wide open. And this man managed to get his first shout-out of the year. I don't know when's the last time I gave this man a shout-out. But shout-out to you, Ant-Man. First off, that was Bradley the Bum Beal's guy. Bradley the Bum Beal was supposed to be guarding him. Apparently, he messed up. So, yeah. Anyways, let's move on to these games. Let's move on to the NBA recap. Let's move on to these NBA shout-outs. Shout out to Ice Trey. Great game last night. Did I tune into your game? No, I did not, but I'll give you a shout-out either way. 43 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Shout out to you, Ice Trey. Congratulations on the 43 points. Now, to be honest, I don't know when's the last time I give you a shout out, but there you go. You played amazing last night. You played like the actual Ice Trey. So, yeah. Alright, let's move on. Next player I want to give a shout out to, Jamal Murray, Jamal Fleury, whatever you want to say, whatever floats your boat. This man was in his bag last night, and he did not stop until the fourth quarter was over. Jamal Murray, Jamal Fleury, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the shoulder because of what you did yesterday. You managed to beat a team last night with no Luka. Kyrie did come back. Gafford did come back. Derek Lively, unfortunately, you did get hurt. Nice dunk though, right when the tip started. So yeah, but unfortunately, you went out Derek Lively, and we don't even know if you came back last night. Did I watch the game? No, I didn't. I mean, to be honest, I did. It was looking good until that second half started. Until that second half started, it did not look good. At one point, I think it was like a 30-point lead, somewhere around there, or a 20-point lead. So yeah. But anyway, shout out to Jamal Murray, shout out to Jamal Fleury, whatever you want to say. 45 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists. Shout out to you, Jamal Murray. Keep doing what you're doing with those Denver Nuggets. Because of what you're doing on that court, you're gonna be an all-star. And I'm surprised he's not an all-star yet. He should have been an all-star. He's been putting up these MVP numbers. He's been putting up these points. And to be honest with you, I think Jamal Murray should be the MVP talk. I know some players that should be kicked out of the MVP list and put Jamal Murray in there. Starting with the crybaby and starting with Karl Anthony Towns. I know Karl Anthony Towns fans. I thought you said you're a New York Knicks fan. Yes, I am. But Karl Anthony Towns, it's his first season in New York, so give him time. But yeah, he balled out yesterday for Jamal Murray. Ice Trey balled out, and shout out to both of them. Anyways, let's move on to the games today. Hopefully we got some great games today, so yeah. You got this game here, the Battle of the Eastern Conference. You have one team struggling, and you have a team that's looking good. To be honest with you, am I looking forward to this game? Yes. Am I excited for it? No, because I already know what's going to happen. I want to go for the team I root for, but in reality, they're not going to look good. They lost to a Toronto team. They lost to a Toronto team. That is how bad they are. You lose to a Toronto team. It's not looking good. If you lose to a Toronto team that has 8 wins, good luck for your season. But give me Jalen Brunson and the Knicks. I do think they will go in here and they will not even, the 76ers will not even show up to work. They are coming off a back-to-back. Joel Embiid did not play yesterday, so he might have a game today, is what I've been reading and what I've been hearing. So yeah, give me Jalen Brunson and the Knicks to win this one. You got this game here. You got Jason Tatum, Celtics versus RJ Barrett and the Toronto Raptors. Hey, Sixers fans, Sixer players, do me a favor. Don't even show up to work. Don't even show up to practice. Just sit on your screen and watch the Celtics win this game. They're going to show you on actually how to beat the Boston Celtics. Because you embarrassed me when you lost to Toronto. Give me Jason Tatum and the Celtics to win this game. I do think they will go in here and put this game out in the first half. Gonna be honest with everybody. So yeah, give me Jason Tatum and the Celtics. You got this game here. You got Ice Trey Hawks versus Zach LaVine and the Bulls. Now, is this game gonna be interesting? Probably not. The Hawks are coming off a back-to-back, and if I'm correct, the Bulls too. I don't know about that one, but give me Ice Trey and the Hawks. So yeah. You got this one right here. You got the Mavs. They did lose to the Nuggets. You got Kyrie Irving, Mavs versus Zion Williamson and the Pelicans. Now, am I looking forward to this game? No, I'm not. It's not going to be a great game. It's not going to be a fun game. It's not going to be an interesting game. Give me Kyrie Irving and the Mavs to win this one, regardless if Kyrie does play on a back-to-back, because he just came back. You got this game here. You got Paulo Banchero, the Wagner brothers, Jalen Suggs against Giannis and the Bucks, Chris Middleton, and Dame Dollar. No question about it. The Orlando Magic team is rolling, but the Bucks have been rolling too, so give me Giannis and the Bucks to win this one. So, yeah. You got this game here. You got Victor and the Spurs against Ja Morant Grizzlies. To be honest with you, the Spurs did get that amazing win against LA. And the Grizzlies, they have been struggling with the Rockets, and luckily, the Rockets did take the last laugh at the end of the day. Give me Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. I do think they will bounce back in this one. So, yeah. You got this game here. You got Houston versus Nuggets. This is going to be a great matchup. This is going to be a great game. This is going to be a great day. I'm going for none other than Jalen Green and the Rockets to win this one. I know Nuggets fans. I know I'm going with an L probably today. I do think this will still be an incredible game. I think this will be a fun game. I'll be tuning into this one. I'm going for Jalen Green and the Rockets. Do I think they're going to win this one? Probably not, because the Nuggets are just too powerful. Jamal Murray put up 45 points yesterday. Do I think he's going to put up more than that today? I don't think so, but we will all love to know if he will. So, yeah. Give me Jalen Green and the Rockets. You got this one here. You got LaMelo Ball, Jordan Clarkson and the Jazz. You got two terrible teams. It's not looking great for both of these teams. Give me none other than Lonzo Ball, or LaMelo Ball, my bad. LaMelo Ball and the Hornets to win this one. So, yeah. Alright, last few games. Let me go down more. You got this one right here. This is going to be a great game. It's going to be a great matchup. The Warriors have been struggling this season. It's not looking great. If I'm correct, didn't they lose to the Toronto too? If I'm correct, was it Sixers or Warriors? I've been watching the NBA and I've been making predictions. I keep forgetting if it was Warriors or Sixers. I think the Warriors lost to Toronto one way or another too. Yeah, that's embarrassment too. But yeah, I just want to say that loud and clear. I think it was the Warriors though. I don't know about the Sixers, but yeah. But this right here will be a great game, but unfortunately it will not be great as everybody thinks it will. The Warriors have been struggling. They have been losing. Steve Kerr said we'll find a way around it. They will not be making trades this season, if I'm correct. Well, to be honest with you, Steve Kerr, I don't think that's in your hands. I don't think you can make that call. If you are struggling, you guys are going to make moves one way or another. So, you're the head coach of the team. You don't make rules around it, of you making trades. I'm just saying that. Maybe you do make rules about that, but I don't know. I'm just going to speculate that you don't. Because you only make calls on the court for these players. You don't make calls in the office of who you want to go pick up and who you don't want to pick up. So, yeah. And the trade deadline is coming around the corner, so we're going to see a lot of players moving around. I will be talking about that. So, yeah. But anyways, give me Ant-Man and the Timberwolves to win this one. I don't have any faith in the Warriors. Last time I went for the Warriors, they lost to a terrible team in their Eastern Conference. So, yeah, give me none other than Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves. Alright, you got the last game of the night. You got Tally Hero, Miami Heat versus Anthony Davis and the Lakers. Now, the last time the Lakers played, they lost to the Spurs. The last time the Miami Heat played, they played against the Flippers. Same night, same day, just different arenas. Now, both of these two teams suck. Both of these fan bases suck. They always talk, but they never do moves. Jimmy Butler will not be playing. I'll be surprised even if he does come back, because every time the Lakers play, a star always comes back. But luckily, the Lakers don't have Jimmy Butler tonight. But that's unfortunate. I really wish he did come back in this game. I lost count of how many games he had. Last time I counted, I think it was like 2 to 3, if I'm correct. I don't know where we are of how many games he's missing left or more. Yeah, will I be tuning into this one? Probably not. Both of these teams suck. Both of these fan bases suck. I'm going for none other than Tyler Hero on the Miami Heat. Do I think the Lakers are going to win this game? I don't care if they do. I don't care if they don't. Give me Tyler Hero on the Heat. The last time they were playing amazing, they played against the Flippers. In that first half, very good. In the second half, everything just went downhill for them. Do I think they're going to bounce back on that? Probably not. Probably they will. I don't know. So yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to be tuning into this game. So yeah. You got the last game of the night. You got Cam Thomas, D'Angelo Russell, Brooklyn Nets versus Kawhi Leonard and the Flippers. To be honest with you, I'm not looking forward to this game either. I already know what's going to happen, but I don't want it to happen. I'll love it if one team that I root for, the team I'm rooting for, wins. But do I have low expectations? Yes, I do. Yes, I have like a -1 expectation in this game. And that's if the Brooklyn Nets win this game. So give me D'Angelo Russell, Cam Thomas to win this game in the Brooklyn Nets. I do think they will win this game. But do I have faith in them? No, I don't. Very low faith in them. We only have great games earlier in the day, and then during the day when it shuts down, it's not great. So yeah. But anyways, guys, that is my NBA predictions. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below, and please watch more of my videos. Until then, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Comment down below what your favorite team is and what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.